Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the tundra of Minnesota, right? It's a little bit of a change from a week ago when it was 48 degrees or whatever it was. Okay, anyway, so in front of you is the 9th grade band. I'll tell you a little bit about this group. Most of them have been in band since 5th grade. They started with me. This was the last group of 5th graders that I started in band, because we have a middle school band director that does 5 through 8 now, Miss Johnson. These guys, it's a little bit different than middle school band, right? A little bit? Hopefully better. Or easier, or more fun, or not saying that middle school band's bad, because it's not, but this is different. Because we have had 6, 7, 8, I think 9 pep band performances, on top of probably 3, maybe pep fests or 4 pep fests. So 13 performances outside of this performance. And if you count the number of pieces that we worked on for pep band, including these 3, that's 37 pieces of music that they've learned since the beginning of the school year, which is a little bit crazy, right? So these guys are hanging on, they're doing the best they can, because it's been a lot of stuff to learn and a lot of new things, and high school is just different, right? Because it's like, oh my God, I gotta try now. High school. So, we got 3 pieces to play for you. They are listed in your program in the order we will perform them. After these guys are done, I'll get them off stage. My concert band will come and play. We've got a few pieces. I'll tell you a little bit about those when we get there. And then after that, I have my jazz band playing 3 pieces, which is not in your program, but I did note the people on the program who is in jazz band and who's not, so you can see those people. I have a 7th and 8th grader also in there. So anyway, so the first one we're going to do for you is called Christmas in Rio. Kind of a little flavor on O Christmas Tree, Changes Time Signature, kind of the Latin-ish type feel. Kellen's over here in the drum set, so he gets to do a little bit of fun stuff over there. So, is there solos on this one? This is the one, right? Mira Stoneberg's going to play a solo in the middle of this one. Halfway through that, Carter Mosher's going to play a solo on trumpet. So, when we get done, feel free, I'm going to recognize them when we're done, and then we'll move on to the next one. So, here is Christmas in Rio. second piece we've got for you is called Elf Napped. And here's a little bit of program notes before we play this. If you can imagine what's happening. It's Christmas Eve and the elves have gone rogue. Take a ride on Santa's sleigh across the night sky, but with new set of pilots and navigators. Up to no good, but having a total blast this holiday season. Come along with the wildest ride you've ever been on. Always double check that your doors are locked, or else you might find yourself elf-napped this Christmas. Here's elf-napped. Okay, last one these bright young minds have for you today. It's called Season of Joy. This one is a medley of a couple of pieces, Ode to Joy and a couple other Christmas pieces, but it's based on, Ode to Joy is based on Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, known as a chorale because of the inclusion of a chorus and vocal soloists in the finale. It has become a December/New Year's tradition in Japan. The text based on Schiller's poem Ode to Joy speaks of the brotherhood of mankind. The famous melody of the symphony finale is here combined with the familiar Christmas carol, O Come All Ye Faithful, and the lyrics which continue joyful and triumphant. Here is Gene Milford's Season of Joy. Okay, this is concert band. First hour, ninth grade band, seventh hour concert band. They're all excited after lunch to come and play their instruments. Because they're tired and full of food. Some of them are full of food. They come and ask for popcorn from me and grease them. You have anything to eat? Right, honey? Okay, so if you can see by your program, I put in there a Mannheim Steamroller Christmas. I decided a month or two ago, probably more like two, that I wanted to do all Mannheim Steamroller pieces for this group, for this concert, which was pretty cool. I had 5 picked out, and we're doing 4 of the 5. We had a few changes in the program. If those of you who got one of my 400 emails this fall about things, including pep band and whatnot, but our concert changed a couple of times, so we didn't have quite as much time to get ready, so I kind of axed one of those tunes. So we've got 4 for you tonight, and I think they're pretty awesome. The first one we're going to do is called Fairies. It is a spin. You've heard all these on the radio if you listen to any Christmas music at all. You've heard all of these, and they're pretty awesome. Robert Longfield does great arrangements of those pieces for concert band. The first one's called Fairies. It's a spin on Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite, and I won't say any more. I'll tell you a little bit more about the next songs when we get point. So here's Fairies. Cool. All right, pretty fun piece. The next piece we got for you, we're going to reel it back in a little bit. Pretty nice and mellow and beautiful arrangement of Away in the Manger. I will also tell you, these guys, as I said with my ninth graders, these guys are kind of my racehorses when it comes to pep band stuff, and they pull all the ninth graders with them. Hi, Billy. They pull all the ninth graders with them and keep them going in hopefully the right direction. Most of these guys are pretty awesome to have in class. So they've done all the concerts, all the pep band performances, all the trips to Minneapolis so far, and it's been kind of a busy fall. So, on top of these pieces and working in class every day, it's pretty awesome to have their attention and their willingness to do all those fun things. So, away in the manger, it's a beautiful arrangement, like I said. Going to feature some clarinet things in here, so really listen to how awesome that is, and then we'll go on to the next one. So here's Away in the Manger.
I didn't want to forget to, Jaden, will you raise your hand back there, say hi? That was Jaden on the flugelhorn solo in that. All right, next two we've got for you, traditional carols that are twisted, of course, by Matt and Steve Rose. The first one we're going to do for you is Carol of the Bells. There's some craziness that happens in here, so listen to some of those things that woodwinds are passing things back and forth to flute, to alto sax, to tenor sax, to tuba, and all these things, kind of a descending chromatic lines, and some 16 note runs in there that are pretty tricky and fun. Maybe they don't think they're very fun, but they're awesome to listen to. So anyway, here is our arrangement, or Chris Longfield, not Chris, Robert Longfield's arrangement, of Carol of the Bells. Are you recognizing these from the radio? Yeah, they're pretty cool. Last one we got for you is called Hallelujah, and it is a, well, I guess it's a takeoff or a stolen from Handel's Messiah. If you ever listen to that or hear that during Christmas time, that's often, or excuse me, Easter time, that's often when that's performed. It's not the Leonard Cohen version that you know from Shrek. It's a little bit different than that one. So this one is Hallelujah. I don't think we have any solos in this one. I don't think so. That was Logan Toomey, by the way, on that last one. Trumpet solo. So as soon as this one is concluded, I'm going to get these guys off the stage and do a quick little moving of chairs off to the side, because my jazz band's got 3 pieces for you, and I'll tell you about those when we get to that point. But here is Hallelujah. I hope you enjoy. Sam, you doing a solo tonight or what? Sheesh. Actually, I can leave it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have a couple of junior kids that decided we needed a little bit of a friend. If you've noticed on the side of my podium, the little person there, that's Treble. If you want to know, they named him the other day. Is he your friend, Sam? Right there. He actually appears in different places in the music department, so he'll be in our office or in the choir room or in who knows where. Like the saxophones, who knows where they are? I don't know. I don't know where they are. I mean, the bass player's here. He's usually the last one at gigs. Right, Jax? Yeah. I'll go find some saxophones. Hold on. Are you guys lost or what? Holy moly. Oh. Oh, here we are. I thought you were going to come and get us, is what he said. I was going to go get them. Okay. Couple things. Sophia's got to get her saxophone now. While we're waiting, I'm just going to scoot this over to the side, but I'll tell you a little bit about jazz band stuff. Those of you that have children on stage right now know how jazz band kind of works, but those of you that don't, we have basically one rehearsal a week on Tuesday evenings at 7 o'clock, and that's their choosing. We've done it on Sunday nights, we've done it Tuesday nights. Mornings stink in general, so we try not to do morning stuff. Right, Sophia? So mornings are always tough. I know Mr. Andreessen does his morning stuff, so it's nice to not have to deal with other groups at the same time. So these guys meet 7 o'clock Tuesdays. We randomly have some sectional time during study hall at the high school. I'll pull a couple of these kids that are middle schoolers if you see a couple of those on stage, because they want to come and play. By the way, anybody that's in middle school or ninth grade, you're welcome to be in jazz band. You don't have to be scared. It's okay. All right. So we got 3 tunes to play for you today. We've got a couple of performances coming up that I'll tell you about also. Because this group does some performing outside of the school randomly, especially around this time of year. So first one we got, of course, is tonight. We're doing 3 tunes tonight. We've probably got 5 or 6 tunes, maybe 7 tunes ready that we can perform randomly. But we're performing on the 18th of December at Riverview on South University and 52nd Avenue retirement home there. We're performing at 11 o'clock in the morning there. And we are also performing at the DGF Elementary on December 22nd. Mr. Greason, is that 8:45 in the morning? Right, 8:45 in the morning. And both of those will not only include this group, but it will also include Matt's 2 morning groups. He's got a women's Bella Voce choir and Park Avenue, which is mixed voices stuff. So we'll do a couple things outside the school for community stuff. But anyway, so this is fun. These guys are awesome. And it's fun to have them come on Tuesday nights and make some noise. We've got some fun stuff coming up in the spring too. So first tune. I gotta grab my music so I know what I'm doing. First tune. Is this the Grinch? Grinch is first. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And we do have a couple of solos that I'll tell you about. First one is Sophia Williams on tenor sax and Mr. Jaden Clifton. So, in the jazz world, a little bit different than the concert band world. If someone plays a solo, feel free to hoop and holler and scream and do whatever you want. Don't throw things at us, but please scream and clap and holler when everybody plays a solo. The saxophones or first or second row will stand up. You'll see them when they do that. Trumpets won't because they're already standing. Right, Jaden? All right, so here it is. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Rhythm section, are you ready? Perfect, here we go. 2, Sleigh Ride. Needs no explanation. 2 solos on this one as well. This one is going to also feature Sophia Williams on tenor, and now the infamous Sam Thune, the only saxophone that was out here for about 5 minutes, it seemed like, on alto saxophone. So, here's Sleigh Ride. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, well, before we play our last one, thank you all for coming out on this wonderful cold evening. These guys are awesome to hang around with. All these high school kids, 9 through 12, are pretty awesome young people to be around every day. So thank you for adults for raising fine young people. The last one we're going to do, Marshmallow World, is going to feature 4 different soloists. And I will also point out, if you look around, there's a little bit of activity in the rhythm section often. They're switching around different people, getting different kids going on these 3 tunes, and I tried to get as many involved on these 3 tunes as I could, because we have others that we are also playing that they're also playing on. So, and you'll also notice that there's a few of them in here that are in concert band, or mostly in concert band, that aren't always playing the same instrument that they're playing in concert band, right? So Sophia plays bass clarinet in concert band, right? Anybody else play something different? Oh, Isaac! Isaac is a saxophone player in concert band and plays drums too. So that's cool. Katie's a percussionist. Casey's a percussionist. So playing piano and percussion kind of goes hand in hand a little bit. Garrett back here on the green machine is a saxophone player in concert band. So it's kind of awesome when I get kids that do more than one thing. And bring that into the music department. It's kind of awesome. So we try to tap into as many of those kids, or let them do as many of those things as they want, because it really makes for a better musician and a better things that we have going on here, more opportunities for them. So I'll stop talking now, and we will do Marshmallow World. This one is going to feature, I better get it straight, Jake Clifton on trumpet, Sophia Williams tenor sax, Sam Thune, alto sax 1, and Matthew Ellerson, the infamous Matthew Ellerson, on trombone. So, once again, thanks for coming, everybody. We hope you enjoy Marshmallow World.
you all again for coming. Drive safe on your way home. And one thing I'll tell you, next Monday, middle school band. The next Monday after that, high school choirs. And the Thursday after that, middle school choirs. So if you want something to do, come on back and enjoy the middle schoolers and the high schoolers next Monday. So thanks again for coming.